G'day Spurs fans, Paul here, out in the wilderness. Very nippy day today, about 2 degrees, so I'm trying to soak up the meagre rays of sun. But are you feeling the warmth around Tottenham at the moment? Not only did Ange Postecoglou build up some following with his first press conference, but now we've seen how the guy talks on the pitch. And it's been a couple of days since the dust has settled. A few more thoughts have popped into my head. And I think Ange Postecoglou, woo-woo, on his choo-choo destination glory, is building up some credits in the bank already. Because now we can see with our own eyes and we can feel in our own hearts what is the intention of Ange's team at Tottenham Hotspur, and that is to score goals, man. That's to get up the pitch, play some nice football and score goals. And you know what? One thing I forgot to say in my video yesterday was how different Spurs were actually on the ball. Their basics of controlling the ball, taking a player on, knocking a pass in, it was all pretty fluid stuff. It was very technically good, which is something that we haven't seen for a couple of years, apart from the fact we've been playing this boring Conte, pragmatic, Mourinho snooze ball. We also forgot how to play. We forgot the basics, didn't we? We forgot the basics of trapping a ball and knocking it on, progressing play. And it didn't take long for Ange, considering he only had about a week with the team, to get that football brain in their heads ticking again. We've got the excitement of Bissouma, who's fast becoming a bit of a leadership guy at the team. He said in an interview that Ange was encouraging him to do so, that Ange wants him to foster the younger players, set an example. And man, oh man, is he cracking on with doing that already. That's exciting. Imagine that. A fully fledged, a fully pumped up Bissouma. The guy that we got from Brighton is going to be better than the guy we got from Brighton. It's like a new signing. That's what we like saying at Spurs when we don't buy many players. It's like a new signing when someone has a bit of a bad patch and comes good. But you know what? I was having a look around the Spurs-osphere yesterday, and it seems to be general excitement. General, you know what? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm really enjoying the positivity out there at the moment. It's nice to see, bit by bit, this glorious old club, as Ange called it. He said it's a big club with a glorious history. This is what happens when you start seeing people pulling in the same direction, led from up front by big Ange Postecoglou, getting us all pointing in that direction over there, not sideways, not backwards, but forwards over there, and playing some good football. Now I saw that we are signing a centre back, but it's some Wilson, not Wilson, that's bloody Beach Boys. Phillips, this kid from Blackburn. Looks like Blackburn are having a bit of, brown paper bag trouble, bit of trouble with Deloitte's or PricewaterhouseCoopers, or whatever those clowns in suits are called, those business consultants, just taking their 10%, and we're swooping in and taking this kid. And I'm not convinced. We've already got centre-backs in the under-21s team. We've got Dorrington and Plakotski, who's an Estonian international, and I'm just wondering, what are we doing dicking around buying another player for the future? Why do we need players for the future? We need them now. It just smacks to me of a little bit of, being a bit too clever for football speculation. That's what it looks like to me. Bit of Bitcoin transactions or buying Tesla shares or something like that. When are these muppets that have got the custodianship of the greatest football team in the world, as Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, it is a football club, when are these clowns going to get their heads away from football? Everyone says they're great businessmen, but not. They're just speculating. They're just taking a punt. Every new signing we should be doing now should be there with one purpose, and that's only one purpose, and that's to improve the first 11, improve the squad. We don't need players for the future. We've got an academy. That's their job. We shouldn't be buying 18-year-old players and hoping that they'll be good in 3 years' time. Because what are we going to do? We're just going to buy this poor kid who hasn't had many first-team minutes for Blackburn. And what are we going to do? Play him in the under-21s on a salary? Loan him out? It's just a distraction. It takes the focus away from the main job at hand, which is to succeed in every competition we compete in. Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, I don't care. Get that happening. Get those ducks in a line before we start speculating on some 18-year-old who might be worth a few bob in a few years' time. I don't like it, man. I don't like the distraction. Don't like the distraction. Your eye's not on the ball if you're doing all sorts of silly stuff like that. We need the centre-backs. If anything was apparent by the performance against West Ham, which hopefully, by the way, will be the worst we see Tottenham play. Wouldn't that be something if that was our worst performance? Because it is only the start. Ange has only had a week with the boys and he got that out of them. It's the only way he's up from there. But it was obvious, Sanchez, man, there's a big black hole in a void of talent. There's a gaping chasm where you just look down and there's nothing at the bottom of it. And that's in the left side of our defence. We need to plug that up. I see the rumours are calmed down and then they speed up again, and just get it done, man. Just get it done. Hopefully, when we turn out against Leicester, the evidence will be so overwhelming. I mean, I don't know if you need any more evidence after leaking in 63 goals last year, but you know, so obviously some people have to have the bleeding obvious proved to them that when Dyer comes back in the team, we'll still be crap at the back. We'll still be useless. So, you know, come on, Tottenham, you've got to do the right thing here. We're just like one position away from doing some real damage in the league. And I don't want us to see us play nice fancy football all for the sake of some idiot at the back letting in the goals. It just puts pressure on the team. One thing though I did notice though, that when we started doing defensive shenanigans at the back this time, the whole team didn't fall apart, which was encouraging, you know, because that's what we saw so many times last season. A bit of a kerfuffle, a bit of a wobble around at the back, and then the team would just fall to shit. So at least that's stopped, you know. But when West Ham only have 3 attacks on goal and we let 2 in, that ain't good. That ain't good. But like, I'm overwhelmed with positivity at the moment. The boys are flying to Thailand at the moment, and we're going to take on Leicester City. We give them a good smash. Pre-season friendly, my arse. It's time to get runs on the board. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. Maybe it's onwards and upwards from West Ham. Let's see how we go. As always, peace and love to you all, and come on you Spurs.